Hi, and welcome to this episode of Victory Talk with Latasha White. Today we're going to be talking about getting ahead of your assignment. So here's the deal. We all know that we were born for a certain reason. That's our purpose. That's why we were created, right? And then we have our assignment that we're supposed to walk out. But then sometimes we get ahead of that. And getting ahead of it allows us to, or disallows us to enjoy the journey. Like we really just, what am I supposed to do? What am I supposed to do? What am I supposed to do? And you get ahead of really the steps that you're supposed to take to be able to fulfill that assignment. And being able to fulfill it doesn't always look exactly like we think it's going to look. That's kind of how we start to get ahead of it, because we think we know the next best thing to do, and we run into these what we call mindset roadblocks. And really the mindset roadblock is you trying to figure all of it out by yourself, trying to figure out your exact next step, trying to figure out exactly what you're supposed to do, exactly what that's supposed to look like, exactly who you're supposed to serve, and all of those things on your own. And that lands you either in a flurry of getting ahead of your assignment or really stuck in that mindset roadblock because you refuse to ask for help. And the thing that you really need to do, that's the strongest thing that you can do, is ask for help. We feel like, oh, if I ask somebody to help me with this, then that means that I'm less than. That means that I'm weak. That means that I can't figure it out by myself. Well, guess what? You might not be able to figure it out by yourself, but it's okay. Like we find ourselves in this cycle of thinking that we have to have all the answers, but we don't. Like, never trust a coach without a coach. So I have a coach myself. I have a therapist. Like, I'm not going to try to figure all the things out by myself. And so why does everybody think that they need to? This is what I'm trying to figure out. And so if you have the answer, I would really love for you to let me know. But really getting ahead of your assignment is the thing that's going to land you in those mindset roadblocks and trying to figure out, am I supposed to? Am I not supposed to? And you're processing. And then you just start doing stuff. You're doing things that's landing you absolutely in the wrong place that you're not supposed to be. You're getting ahead of what the assignment really looked like. You've missed the mark completely because you're trying to figure it all out on your own. Trying to figure it out all on your own, like I've told you a million times. If you've been watching Victory Talk, you've heard me say this probably every single episode. When you're trying to figure it out on your own, you are absolutely missing the mark, because you can't do it on your own. You can't check all your own blind spots. You can't figure out if this is what I'm thinking, what am I not thinking about? You can't figure that out on your own. You don't know what you're not thinking about. And so you need the perspective of somebody else to say, have you thought of it this way? Have you thought of it that way? Maybe this would work for you. And you'll be like, I never saw it that way. Exactly, because you can't do it on your own. So what I do with Latasha White Coaching is exactly that, is help you be able to walk out those steps, look at the perspective for you from a different angle that you've not figured out, that I have been trained to be able to say, like, hey, here's what it is. Here's the deal. You're not seeing this because of this. When you're in the picture, you definitely cannot see what that frame's supposed to look like. You can't. It's not possible. And so what I would encourage you to do is really walk alongside someone. I would love for it to be me, like I always tell you, but walk alongside someone that will really help you be able to walk out your assignment in the way that you're supposed to, so that you don't get ahead of it. Your goal is to be able to walk it out and not have to retake the test. So we're always going to get a test that says, like, oh shoot, maybe I didn't get it right. Maybe I'd missed the mark, because you're getting ahead of your assignment. And so what does that look like? You really need to check it out with somebody else, have somebody check your blind spots, somebody who you can trust. I mean, you can't trust all the things with all the people, that's for sure. But really stop trying to do it alone, because it's landing you in that exact same stuck spot of a mindset roadblock. So please follow me at LatashaWhite.com, on all social media platforms at Latasha White. Download the app at GIVIN LLC in your app store. That's a million different ways to be able to connect with me, so that you don't get ahead of your assignment or get stuck in that mindset roadblock. Hi, Latasha White here. I want to thank all of you for continuing to follow me on social media at Latasha White. But what I really want to bring to y'all right now is the brand new app in your Google Play Store or your Apple App Store. It is GIVIN, GIVIN LLC. And that's where you'll find all of your victory talks, all of your inspiration, and just go download the free app. And so you can stay in contact, get your push notifications. When I have new classes, you'll be the first to get notified. GIVIN LLC.